What up, y'all? It's Trilly here with another video on Trilly Talks Tottenham. This is my kind of instant match review. I waited and watched the Man City Chelsea game after, so it's that amount longer after. I was super mad and frustrated, irritated right after the match, and that has not changed.
That does not change.
That is how I feel. That's still. We need some shooters.
Shooters.
We need some attacking players. That being said, first half, Talon Odebear were awesome. And I'm actually a big fan of both. But that's not like they're still young players developing. They're not like finished challenge for UCL, challenge for the league products. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I don't know. At points it looked like both of them were injured towards the end. I know Odebear took one to the dome, so I don't know if he'll be available midweek or if that was a concussion substitution. I didn't see any clarification right online after that. I will say I haven't watched Thomas Frank's post game interview. I just heard what I was like watching Spurs talk show. Shout out Sean. Shout out Butler. And just what they relayed, he was saying. And it was, same Thomas Frank-ish that I can't stand. Thomas. So, actually, let me just get this out of the way first. The first half was really positive to me, and I was feeling really good going into half, with the exception that we didn't get that second goal. We needed to get that second goal before half, just because we didn't fully capitalize. But in that first half, I thought Odebear looked good. I thought Tell. I think if Tell's not injured, he needs a run of starts. He needs a run. He needs it. He needs to. I think he looked the best. Like, I think that was the best. That was the best left wing performance, I think, that first half that we've seen out of that position from anybody on the team this year. At least in the Prem, at least in the Prem. Maybe I won't lie. I'm a little biased. I really like Tell. And so many people like hate on him in the community that I think sometimes I might go a little too hard for Tell. Pause. Anyway. By the way, give me money. That would be incredible. Thank you. All my would appreciate that. I was good. I didn't say it this time. I said it on the last one. I went this time instead of, the birds.
The birds.
The birds. Birds who I will never buy a Birkin. Anyway, thought Tell looked really good on the left. Needs a run of games. That being said, we need to sign some attacking players, especially now that Kudus is definitely injured. If Tell and Odebear are also injured, or if one of them is, or like more likely Odebear, but Tell was limping. I don't know. Could have just been a cramp or something like that. But we can't have any more attacking injuries. Especially, we just sold Brennan. Even though I like Brennan, I understand why we sold him. But it's like, we sold him before we brought anybody in. We did that before these injuries. If we know Palace want him for sure, we should have had his replacement lined up a month ago. You know what I'm saying? It's infuriating.
It's infuriating.
It's infuriating.
I don't trust what we're doing in the transfer window. Like, I don't, until I see a confirmed really big name, I'm not going to believe that we're going to change the way that we approach transfer windows. I still think it's in Enoch, you know? It's still Enoch, and it's still, even though it's the Lewis kids, like I said in my last video, Lewis kids, go get us a shooter. Go get us some shooters. But back to today specifically, man, I was positive about the first half, and I'm having trouble even like I still think it was a positive first half, but I'm having like it don't feel good anymore after what happened in the second half, because I feel like, don't get me wrong, our players have to do better, but I do feel like they were definitely instructed to just sit back and try to weather the storm, stay within structure, because we just looked different, and we didn't. So like we're part of what was super positive in the first half is we were pressing, and our press was working good. We were winning the ball up the field, and I didn't see any of that in the second. And it's like a 1-0 lead, especially at home where we've been so shaky, and like to no fault. Like, I'm not faulting the fans. It's like it's easy for them to turn on the players because like of just how the form's been at home for so long. It stinks that every time Thomas Frank has a positive, he negates it himself somehow. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like, oh, just bad luck or something like that. It's like because of his tactics or the way he wants to go about it, move, like, you know, like he negates it himself. I think the fan base, if we just were playing on the front foot the whole time and we ended up losing that game 2-1, I think they would feel better about drawing 1-1, playing not to lose. I hate playing not to lose. It's such a loser mentality.
It's such a loser mentality.
It's such a loser mentality.
Nobody who ever actually won-ish plays to just not to lose. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what sport it is. Like, you want to play to win. And like, I feel like Thomas Frank is more, his focus is more on not losing than it is on winning. And you can't have that. That Spurs, financially too big of a club for that to be going on, in my opinion. I know it's just like draws like this feel just as bad as the losses we're feeling last year. So it's like how many points? How many? I didn't look it up, but I know we got to be one of the top teams at losing points, like dropping points from like winning positions. I know we have to be, and I knew that Sunderland going in was one of the biggest. It's like Villa probably the only one that's bigger than them would be my guess. We need some signings, and I hate, like, I don't think how much time Thomas Frank has been given is long enough. Like, I don't think, like, no matter what league it is, I think you should usually get at least a season. You know, like you should get a season to try to turn it around, especially in the Premier League, especially football, like 2 transfer windows. But like, I do feel like you have to see a specific pattern of play, see an idea and what the like the project is, like what the project is about, or like I'm missing the word in my head right now. A direction.
A direction.
Sorry, a direction the project is going into with like types of play, and I just haven't consistently seen that. And it's like as bad as it can be to just do the continuous manager cycle like that Tottenham has been doing, with the exception of, like, I guess, like Ange get 2 full seasons. You know what I'm saying? 6 months doesn't seem enough, but like it's just as irresponsible to like back somebody that you don't have faith in and think's going to be out in the summer. That being said, I have no idea who would want to come in or who would make a instant change. I think most people in the fan base want Poch back in the summer, whether that's because you think that's the person to get the job done with this team and with the young kids that we have coming up through the academy, that and a lot of them are out on loan and everything. You know, the Mikey Moores, Vuskovic, and then like part of the fan base who I think is just sick. And I hear this from Sean all the time. I'm not acting like I came up with this idea, but it definitely seems like there's a part of the fan base that's like, I want him to come back so like we can get it out of our system, and and because it will like temporarily, I think, bring a lot of the fan base together, which is needed because the fan base is very fractured right now. A bunch of, especially on the online communities. I'm not there in person, obviously at the game, so I don't know I can't do anything more than speculate on the vibes from what you hear from the singing, and then what you hear from fans that come online and talk about it, or have channels. I'd love to go. I want to go so bad. I want to go to England in general, but first place I'm going is Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to see Spurs play, not Beyonce concert. Shout out B though. Shout out B. I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke.
Her and Jay-Z got bodies, that's for sure. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. That's for a different channel. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Whoa. You couldn't see my eye there. There it is. 33. What? Okay. We moving on? I'm trying to make myself feel better. Cause man, I was in such a good mood. I've been super sick the past like week and a half, and I was just like, I still got a cough, but like it's that point where it's like you wake up in the morning, you cough a bunch, but then throughout the day you start feeling better. Plus a little, cough medicine.
Cough medicine.
Cough medicine.
Okay, anyway, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad for you, okay, kids? I was talking about the stuff, the non-good kind of cough syrup, the non-delicious
Delicious.
one, Anyway, I felt sick after the second half. After the final whistle, I felt sick again. But this time it wasn't from a sinus infection or whatever I got. It was like my soul and my heart were crushed and hurt because like the first half I saw it, like I was like, oh nice, because you know how we look so bad against Brentford and just so unwatchable that first half I was like, it gave me the feeling, I'm sure, that like Barca fans had watching prime, Barca under Guardiola, where it's just like I'm like, oh, we're actually completing passes. That's insane. I was pumped. Let's go. Get the sword out. We're taking it to him, It is a nice, this is a legit Japanese sword, but you see, it's not sharp. YouTube, don't demonetize me. See that dragon though? Okay. Wait, no, it's on this side. Dragon. Okay. Anyway, I couldn't rock this during the game. Obviously, that wasn't a Sunderland dragon. Okay, it's a Japanese one. So I'm sure they probably got a football club associated with dragons. If they don't, I'd make me mad because Dragons are sick, and I feel like they're one of the countries who definitely get to claim dragons, along with England, China. I don't know. I'm sure there's other ones, but those are the three that come to mind when I think dragon. Okay, back to the game. Anyway, I'm sure that's how Barca fans felt during prime Barca. That's how bad we've been. I'm not saying we were that good. We were far from that good. But that's how it felt. It felt so good. It felt so good. And I was in Spurs talk show chat at half, and it was super positive. Everyone was, for the most part, agenda's gonna agenda. If you were the ops, would you be able to tell who I am right now?
If you were the ops, would you be able to tell who I am right now?
If you were the ops, would you be able to tell who I am right now?
Hopefully not. Whoa, skrr.
Woo! Skrr!
Whoa, skrr.
I hit the remote and it switched to Disney Plus, and it ruined how my camera looked. I had to restart everything. Anyway, money, Lewis kids. You know what I'm saying? Give me put it right in. Whoa, pause. For real, sell the club or do some shit. Do some ish, or sell the club. One of the two. It still seemed like Enoch to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's literally still Enoch, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it feel like Enoch, just a little less Levy-ish. But no, what stinks is that it's like I was feeling, to get back where we were. I was feeling so positive. I was feeling
So
Positive.
after the first half, and everybody, for the most part, with the exception of a few, were feeling super positive in Spurs talk show halftime chat. And then the second half, we just looked terrible. It was so bad. It just looked like how we looked against Brentford and against, like, it was just, you could tell they were told to stay in structure. And yeah, it just looked like Sunderland was going to score pretty much the whole half until they did. And when the final whistle blew, I was like depressed, but also like happy, because if there was 5 more minutes, they probably would have won. You know what I'm saying? And I did hear, I think Butler said it. It's like Sunderland got like the most goals after 90 minutes or something like that in the league. So yeah, depressing. I get that Sunderland's been good, but they got 6 players gone to AFCON right now. We needed to put it away in the first half. We didn't do that. Porro looked more like OG Porro today. His passing was way better. Tell's corners are underrated. Yeah, our passing was better in the first half. I didn't look up stat wise to see if that was the case, but just eye test wise, it looked way better. Yeah, so I'm not sure who's injured or not after this game, but we definitely need an attacking player, and I don't have any hope that we're bringing one in time to play on Wednesday. We have such a hard schedule next month that we needed to win games this month. We needed points this month, and we just keep dropping them. We got a good result against Crystal Palace, but we looked like garbage in that game too. And then garbage against Brentford. I don't care if Frank says that was good. It was horrible. It's horrible. We get Javi back next game. That's good. That'll be needed. I don't know if that's enough to change the tide of how we're moving, but we look better with Javi than without him. So that's good. Yeah, I can't stand Frank.
I can't stand Frank.
I can't stand Frank.
I'm not gonna. I'm no longer going to act like I don't dislike Frank. I think he's got a loser mentality. He seemed like a nice guy and like he seemed like a good human being, nice guy. But I just mean loser, not loser mentality as in like, oh, you're a loser.
Oh, you're a loser.
Oh, you're a loser.
I mean, like, when it comes to competition, like, I don't know. I want someone out there who thinks we can win every game and sets us up to win every game, you know? Yeah. So it's like, I'm Frank out if we have the right replacement.
For sure.
For sure.
I don't think we should just, I'm not Frank out though if we have an interim moving forward until the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more likely Frank maybe realizes he has to be more on the front foot than it is likely that a intern comes in and fixes things. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, I don't know. I'm nervous right now. We're not going to get any of the players of the caliber that we need in this window because it doesn't look like a fun project to come to at the moment, you know? Especially for attacking players. I think a lot of attacking players might, the only way I see Frank keeping his job, like, past the summer is if we somehow win the UCL, which isn't obviously
Not gonna happen.
anything short and like the league's done for sure. Like maybe we could still like in terms of winning the league,
No chance.
doesn't mean that we couldn't get into a European position. It's like everything's really close. You know what I'm saying at the moment. But these results aren't going to get us that. That's for sure. I may not sound it or like look it, but I'm super frustrated right now. I'm like, it ruined my day.
It ruined my day.
It ruined my day.
And I'm over in the States, so when we play, you know, we played at 10 my time, like 10 in the morning. So like it ruins my whole day. At least it only ruins y'all's even night and then the next day. I get the whole day next day, you know, until we start until it's like leading up to the game and then I'm delusional again. I go, no. If we just play like we did in the first half against Sunderland for the whole game, then who knows? So I'll be there. You'll see me. That's how I'll be before. Oh, away at Bournemouth. But yeah, no, so I'll be feeling the same way going into away at Bournemouth, even though right now, when I'm mad and maybe a little more logical, I'm going, that's going to be a tough one. We didn't look good against Bournemouth at home earlier this year. Only hope we have, maybe they sell. Maybe Semenyo gets sold tomorrow or Tuesday. That would be fire. That would be really good. I would enjoy that. But if he doesn't, then I'm sure he's going to score like a brace or something as a send-off because Man City ain't going to delay that move much longer. I don't know. I assume they just delayed it so he had to play Arsenal on some petty-ish.
On some petty-ish.
But I would have done it too. You know what I'm saying? We don't with the Gunners. Matumbo, you know? Anyway, I feel like going door to door with the Nerf Blicky right now, if I'm being honest. First half, I had hope. Second half was Thomas.
Takes less risks.
Than the banks.
Like I said before. I don't know why I said it that weird that time. Yeah, second half was just
Thomas
takes
less risks
than the
banks.
Thomas Rank.
Thomas Stank.
Thomas Plank.
I'm bored.
I'm bored.
Watching that type of football when we just boot it long. We don't have the keeper. Oh, that's the other thing. I want Vic gone. Bro. If it's not a reaction save, that's like he has no time to think about. That's the only time he's good. Anytime he's the definition of shook.
A shook.
If I was an opposing player, I would every time he played, that's like blood in the water for a shark. I would go I would eat that alive. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the highest level of competitions, people smell that a mile away. They go, this guy shook. This guy don't This guy don't want nothing to do with the ball. He don't want nothing to do with the ball. At least I'll give him this. He tried to claim stuff today, but it was so weak sauce. And he can't, Butler said it too, he can't catch a ball. He can't, he does, it always falls out a little in front of him or something. It's like, if you ain't good with your feet, you have to be able to catch the ball. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying though? Like, am I making sense here? Are people feeling me? Let me know in the comments right down there below. Oh, and Stuart Atwell was back at it again today. It's not an excuse. Like, we didn't lose because of the refs, but the refs hate Spurs and they have something against Spurs, and it's so blatant. And it's like, I don't feel that way about any of the other sports teams I support. I don't think the refs have it out against us. If you hear me complaining about refs in the other sport, it's usually like fixing the games. You know what I'm saying? It's different in the Prem. And the stats, I don't have the stats right here, but I was watching another channel and they brought it up, and it's like the amount of times work hearted compared to the amount of fouls we make is insane. And like against us, it's the exact opposite. Robbery, is that how you say his name? Class goal by him, but he should have been sent off before that. He had like 3 separate yellows that weren't given, and then that last one, if a Spurs player had gone up to him and put his hands in their face like that, he would have been sent off
Instantly.
I know he would have. That being said, they looked like they were going to score the whole second half, so it's not an excuse for us losing. But oh, and by the way, if you'd like to subscribe, this is still active, right there. John Brooks wasn't involved today, and you can replace Liverpool with any team in the Prem. But Stuart Atwell and John Brooks, they got this joint OnlyFans account. And yeah, I said it last time, but they have officially passed Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue as the biggest bops in England. I'm fine with them, okay? But yeah, go subscribe to their OnlyFans. I get, if you go there and put in code Chili Talks Tottenham, I get a percentage of their OnlyFans money. And I've actually, never mind, I won't talk about it here. But yeah, that's why I'm pushing that, is because I'm in on it. I'm in on it. It's like, if they're gonna consistently be effing Spurs over on camera for money, I'm gonna get my cut. I'm gonna get my cut. I go, boys, right there. Okay? Or I come back with the Nerf blicky, like usual. You don't want nothing with the Nerf blicky. Nerf, sponsor, give me cool-ish. I don't care if I have like 4 views. Give me shit. Give me stuff. Give me it. Right now. Please. And thank you. Anyway. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it at. Second half performance ruined the first half positivity. If Tell's not injured, I need him to get a consistent run of game starting on the left. I think he's earned it. Yeah, I don't want to see Thomas Frank here anymore, but I don't know. I also don't want to see NM turn head coach. So hopefully we make a signing before I see you in the next video. But if not, then look out for my next week's, or for next game's Prem predictions. Should be coming out on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Brrr. As always, thank you for stopping by. This has been Chili Talks Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs. Hopefully we look better against Bournemouth like we did in the first half, but I'm not, especially with Kudus being gone. I'm nervous. Anyway, this has been Trilly the Kid. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Brrr. Give me money. Money's nice. Money can do a lot of cool things. Like buy me a designer Lamborghini. I think they make those, right? If they do, comment down below. What's your favorite designer Lamborghini? Is there a Gucci Lamborghini? Is there a Saint Laurent Ferrari? I don't know. Let me know about it in the comments, and let me know if you're Thomas Frank in or out. And did you think we had a positive first half performance? And if we did, was it ruined by the second half performance like it was for me? Let me know. Anyway, until next time, this has been Trilly Talks Tottenham, aka Gareth Bales,
Gareth Bales.
Gareth Bales.
aka Barry Kane, aka Trilly the Kid. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
See that, Bill? That's Charlie the Kid.
New drip. Who dis?
New drip. Who dis?
New drip. Who dis?
You see that, Isho? See that? My grandfather is the man. Shout out to my grandfather. He got me this fire drip for Christmas. Woo!
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 This jacket, so sick, homies. It almost makes me forget how terrible of an organization we are at the current moment, you know? That's how they get you. That's how they get you, is the store. But since it was a present, I don't feel bad about it, you know? Again, don't forget, subscribe to Stuart Atwell, John Brooks, OnlyFans. I get a cut. I get the whole cut. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Anyway, at least the drip is fire, right? Right? I'm just kidding. I don't have to ask you. I know the drip fire. Hopefully, we look better. Ain't gonna happen, though. I don't trust it. I don't feel it. Anyway, come on, you Spurs. This been Trilly. Who?
Gareth Bales.
Who?
Barry Kane.
The 30s? With the extendo? Huh? Blueberry? Blueberry cane? Yes.
Correct.
Trilly the Kid.
Come on, you Spurs.